Chapter 8 is called Who Are Fishlegs' Parents? What do you mean? Asked Hiccup. Because Hiccup and Fishlegs had just said he thinks it's a berserk. I mean, Fishlegs excitedly, I was found as a baby inside this very lobster pot. He removed the basket that he was carrying on his back and showed it to Hiccup. That's a rucksack, said Hiccup. Well, I made it into a rucksack, explained Fishlegs, still bright and red in the face and with that mad look in his eyes, because I didn't really need a lobster pot. I was found as a baby inside this actual lobster pot. I drifted into the harbour here and somebody fished me out. Of course I must have sailed all the way from Berserk. That's possible, I suppose, said Hiccup, considering it. But really, it could have been anybody who dropped you into the water. You have berserk tendencies. That's not quite the same as being the full-blown, howling at the moon, crazy as a loon berserk. But Fishlegs wasn't listening, and he really did look quite berserk as he stood there yelling, I see now what I'm supposed to do. Fate is showing me the way. Here, this is a quest in which I finally get to be the hero. Oh, Fishlegs wants to be the hero. I'm going to go to Berserk right now, alone. I'm going to fill this lobster pot with 5 boxes of honey, and then I'm going to come back here and nobody else will have to risk their lives, and that knocked that smug smile off Fishlegs' face. Then everybody will stop laughing at me. Hiccup looked at Fishlegs open-mouthed. But tonight it's a full moon. The berserks will be right splat bang in the middle of a dead of night ceremony. Excellent, said Fishlegs enthusiastically. I can join in. Hiccup said soothingly, you know what, Fishlegs, I think Gilbert was right. You need to go home and have a little lie down. Now that is baby Fishlegs arriving on the beach, Long Beach at Berk, in his lobster pot. You see, he's on a little raft. Somebody's abandoned him, and there's the lobster claw necklace that he always wears. All the time. He arrived with it. Oh, he looks so sweet, doesn't he, as a baby? I love his expression. Can you see that expression? Yeah, setting sail to Berk. Fishlegs look mutinous, and that's the lobster claw necklace that he was found with when he was born. Fishlegs look mutinous. You don't want me to go alone to be a hero. Of course I do, said Hiccup, still in that soothing way. Just not tonight. So Hiccup took a cross, crazy Fishlegs home, and that appeared to be the end of the matter. But much later, when Hiccup went to check if Fishlegs was feeling better, there was no sign of him. No Fishlegs, no lobster pot, no chicken pox. But there was a note addressed to Hiccup, put underneath a stone outside Fishlegs' front door, written in loopy, crazy, wild handwriting that indicated that the berserk mood had not yet left Fishlegs. Oh dear, what does it say? Dear Hiccup, I have gone to berserk after all, because this was all my fault in the first place, and this is my chance to be a hero for once and not a big joke. Oh, poor Fishlegs. If I get caught by berserks, I think they will not hurt me when I tell them I am family. Do not follow me. I can do this on my own. Best wishes, Fishlegs. P.S. Give Doug's Breath of Durbrain a big kiss from me. Yeah. P.P.S. I think my mother was a teapot. Oh dear. That's a sign. That's a clue that Fishlegs still feeling a bit mad. Oh dear. Oh, Thor's thumbnails. Hiccup shifted anxiously from foot to foot. How can I not follow him? I should never have left him on his own. What am I going to do? What should Hiccup have done? Hiccup knew. Now, what would you do in this circumstance? That's really interesting to think that. What would you do? Hiccup knew from bitter experience that if he went to his father, Stoic the Vast wouldn't think Fishlegs was important enough to risk the safety of the whole tribe by going to Berserk on a full moon. I'll have to follow him to Berserk myself, said Hiccup, whatever he says. No, 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 said Toothless, landing on Hiccup's head. No, not a good idea. You keep on not listening to me. Can we go home now? Toothless really got a tummy ache. Oh, I'm sorry, Toothless, said Hiccup. I'm a little distracted because of Fishlegs. Fishlegs. The reason for Toothless's tummy ache became apparent when he attempted to flap off Hiccup's head and couldn't do it. His tummy remained jammed to the helmet, and he just stuck there, flapping his wings wildly and squealing. What are you doing, Toothless? Asked Hiccup. Toothless stuck. Well, Toothless. Uh-oh, Hiccup took off his helmet. How extraordinary. Toothless's tummy was indeed stuck to the helmet. Toothless, said Hiccup, you were playing in my father's room this morning. You didn't swallow my father's magic stone, did you? Carefully, Hiccup pulled the little dragon off his helmet and cradled him in his arms. Wanted to say if it wouldn't make Toothless magic. Oh, no, Toothless. I know, I've got a puppy at the moment. I know they just eat anything. Oh, bleated Toothless in a small voice pathetically, his big eyes filled with tears. And now Toothless doesn't feel very well. Oh, Toothless, sighed Hiccup. Spoons, magic stones. If people tell you not to do things, why do you automatically go off and do them? But Hiccup couldn't take Toothless back home because he didn't dare wait any longer to follow Fishlegs. So he took his honey collecting jars out of the basket on his back, leaving them in a row outside Fishlegs' door. And then he tore out some hard heather from the ground and put it in the bottom of the basket to make a nice springy bed for Toothless. The little dragon climbed in groaning and instantly fell asleep, curled up in a dragon's sleeping knot. Hiccup put the basket back on his shoulders and got onto the Windwalker's back and took off into the sky, off to the island of Berserk. There's a note here saying Stoic had brought a funny black stone back from an expedition to the north which attracted metal things to it as if it was magic. I think it's a magnet. Toothless had swallowed a magnet. They were absolutely forbidden to touch it. So the two hooligans did not know if it was harmful. The stone, of course, must have been a magnet. Uh-oh. That's Toothless saying, oh, I didn't go into your father's study. Toothless not there with that funny magic stone. Toothless not wonder what it tastes like. Toothless somewhere else at the time. And those are poison darters. I think he might meet those in the forest of Berserk. Colours the dark green of the forest, armed with poison darts that knock the victim momentarily unconscious. Poison darters shoot little arrows out of their mouths which carry venom that kills smaller animals and sends larger victims temporarily to sleep. They live in hollow tree trunks in the wilder forests of Berserk. Okay, we'll have to read the rest of the chapter tomorrow. See you then. He's off to Berserk. Is that a good idea?